think I am at least. Hey guys, I'm gonna wait a few minutes for everybody to get on. I'm gonna try and figure out how to zoom this in so you can see it better. But I might not be able to. Let me know once you're here. Hi, Kelly. We'll wait a couple minutes. We're going to be drawing this bird today. I posted a picture of it that I had actually done on my computer. I drew it in like the Canvas app or whatever. Hi, Kenzie. And so I've drawn it with just paper and pencil. I painted a lot. It's one of my favorites. I found the inspiration on Facebook. Hey, Digby family. I'm happy to see that you're on here with me. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm on my laptop today to try and be able to have me and the picture in the screen, and so that I can see you better or see the comments better. But I can't see where it says how many people are on. So we're gonna get started in just a couple minutes. Just keep waiting. I've got my boys are here with me to draw and do some art. They're gonna be on the other side of the screen though, so you might hear them talking a little bit. Make me feel a little less like I'm talking to myself because I can't see any of you. All right. I hope that everybody is doing well, and it's Wednesday. We've made it to Wednesday on another week of being home. Oh, my dog is here to see you too, I suppose. Hi, buddy. He's flying. I'm going to clean my glasses real quick. I'm sorry you guys. Oh, but I brought that towel in here. Perfect. I was trying to clean them on my shirt, but it didn't work. And I probably shouldn't break another pair of glasses. All right. So you see two pieces of paper behind me, at least two white ones. We kind of set up a new little area in our kitchen area to be able to have live videos of art. I'm going to turn the camera just a smidge. Look at that. If you scoot the camera closer, you can see more. There you go. Oh, Michael says hi to Mason and Jaden.
Hi, Michael.
They say hi back. I think you can hear them.
Hello.
All right. So you notice we have two pieces of paper. I'm going to draw the bird twice today. I'm going to do it one in crayon and one in marker. And the reason I'm going to do that is because sometimes when I've drawn or done this bird with kids, they've had a hard time seeing exactly how I'm drawing the line. And so I want you to be able to see it twice if you need to. If you don't need to, that's okay. And there's just a few simple steps. So I'm going to show you the picture a little bit closer. If you notice, there's a lot of lines in here, but not very much like definite shapes. I think you can see like the eyes or circles for eyes, and then the mouth is one solid shape, but the rest of it is just lines. And so you're going to use like a light touch when you are doing the bird feathers, but really there's like art is just shapes put together and lines. And so we're going to work on that. I have a question in my audience in the kitchen. What's up, Mace?
I was just wondering if we Totally forgot. I'll think of it later.
Okay, the question was forgotten, so we will come back to that if he remembers. All right, you guys, I'm going to get started, and I'm going to start with the page that I'm doing the markers on. You can use pencil, you can use crayons, you can use colored pencils, you can use markers, whatever you choose to do. I'm going to start with the marker one on here. The crayons will be on the smaller one. And I am going to start with a Sharpie on my marker one, because if you did the flowers with us the other day and I added the water to the watercolor markers, it like makes the markers bleed like paint. But it won't do that to the Sharpie, and I'm going to do his eyes with the Sharpie so that his eyes aren't like bleeding all over the page. Okay? The question is back in the audience. Yes, Mason?
Question, but can we use Sharpie too? That's okay.
Yes, I can't remember if I grabbed you one. If not, there's some in the other room. All right, you guys, I'm going to start off. We're going to look at our paper and decide where we're going to put his eyes. Now, if we put his eyes down here, you're not going to have much room for the rest of him. You're not even going to have room for his nose, right? So, and if you put him up here really high, you'll have room for his nose, and his mouth and his neck, but it'll have no crazy fun hair. So we're going to go about a third of the page down. So if you took your paper and it was folded in 3, you guys, I'm going to fold this guy. I was playing before to make sure that I could see it in the camera. I'm going to take this guy, and if I folded my paper in thirds, okay, don't fold your paper. You're just going to have an imaginary line. Or you can fold it if you want to, but you're going to have an imaginary line. His eyes are going to be at the first line area, okay? So you're going to start with the eyes, and you get to choose. Do you want it over to the side just a little bit? Do you want it in the middle? I'm going to put my bird's eyes in the center this way, but in the top third of the page over here, okay? All right, so we're just going to do one circle here.
Mom, where are the Sharpies?
And one, not too far away from him, right? Now, my eyes are different sizes. Is that okay? Yeah, because we can use the Sharpie to make them the same size. I might have to make one a little bit bigger. And don't color them in just yet. The reason for this is we're gonna leave a little bit of white space in the eye for that little glisten in his eye. You see it on here. With this one, I could paint it on, but with these, I'm not going to be able to paint that on. We're going to have to leave that space open. To do that, you're going to kind of draw a little circle. I'm going to move this closer so that you can see. You're going to have to find one. All right, so you can see kind of just a little bit of a circle there, okay? And you're going to do the same thing on the same side, okay? So if you did it on the right before, you're going to do it on the right on the other eye. So your eyes should look like that. All right, then you're going to color in the eye, but not the little circle area, okay? Just fill it in. Now, you can leave the circle empty. It's not super important that you are filling it in right now. However, I tend to feel like he looks creepier if I don't. So I always fill it in as I'm going. But really only because I think he looks creepy if I don't. Hey, you are shaking my camera, dudes. You're going to have to not erase on there. All right, for my crayon one, I'm going to add the eyes over here again. I'm going to do it third way down. Okay. And add my eyes. They're just circles. You can make a more oval shape if you want. They don't even have to be the same size. You could make them one with a really big eye and one with a really small eye and make it's your own adventure. This is your bird, right? So, because you are the artist. All right. I'm going to leave that same area for my bird's eyes. Okay? And then I'm going to color it in. We're getting to the fun part here soon, I promise. I mean, you better be having fun now, too. All right, so next I'm going to take a brown marker. I'm going to use brown marker for his beak. You can use whatever color you want. If you want his beak to be pink, make it pink, okay? Or her beak, not pink. You're going to use whatever color you want. This is sometimes where I lose people. If I lose you, it's okay. Just let me know. You're going to start with a curved line between the eyes, all right? He looks like a sad face right now, right? He looks like a sad face. So just a curved line. I'm going to do that again. Over here, you're doing a curved line. It's not going to go bigger than the eyes, okay? This is the bridge of his nose. Not bigger than the eyes. It looks like a cute little emoji sad face. All right. Then you're going to come down here and a little bit bigger than that line. Not a lot bigger. You're going to turn him into an emoji happy face. Okay? And it's going to be a curved line there as well. You make a mistake, that's okay. If you don't like it right away, that's okay. Keep going. It's not going to be 100% perfect to the way that you like as you're learning it for the first time. It's practice. You can always go back and watch it again if you want to. You can always add your own creations to it. It's your art. You're the artist. Everybody's is going to look a little different. Okay? So you've got the top line and the bottom line, right? Now we're going to add the side of our beak. We're going to take it from here. Can you guys see that? Not very well. Let me move you a little closer. All right, do you see where I made that little tiny mark? That's where you're going to start your next line. All right? Okay. You're going to make your line go out to about there. That's so silly looking.
I'm doing it way
I
better
promise
than last
you, it's going to look like a bird. Okay? I promise. It looks silly right now, though. At least mine does. All right. You're going to do the same thing. Or I'm going to do the same thing with my crayon one. Okay? All right. We're going to keep going. And down here, we're going to do the same thing again. He looks a little silly. I was drawing it earlier, and I was like, oh, it looks like a dog poo. All right. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. And oh, my Lanta. There it is. All right. I'm going to do that again over here, okay? So, all we're doing, I'm going to bring you closer. I promise, again, it's going to look like a beak and a bird. There is the lines all put together, okay? Now, I'm going to do it with the crayons one more time. So, I closed up this side. And then I went over here. And I closed up this side. Okay? Awesome. Now, I'm going to do the inside of his nose because, he looks kind of silly with just white, right? So, for that, I'm going to make my beak an orangish, yellowish, brownish. I'm going to use a couple different colors. I'm going to start with my orange marker. I'm going to go, just fill it in all the way. Fill in your beak. You don't want it to get too dark because we're going to add some lines inside the beak as well, okay? But fill it on in. Fill in my beak over here. Laura, I hope you're drawing again with us. I'm so happy to see that you did the flowers, and it's been so long since you've done any drawing. My hope here is to inspire other people to enjoy doing art. It's not something that came very naturally to me when I was younger. Well, it still doesn't come very naturally to me. I do my best. And I have a lot of fun with it. And that's, I think, the most important part. All right. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. You're not going to be able to see much of it, but when I use that watercolor later, or add some water to it later, it should make my beak look a little different. Okay. I've got my yellow for my crayon. Now, a trick with your crayons. I don't know if you ever did, if you know this trick or not. I didn't know it growing up. So I colored this way with my orange crayon. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my yellow crayon and I'm going to go up and down on it. And it'll actually fill in those like holes so you don't have to push too hard. And it also makes it so you can't really see the lines in it. All right. Yay, I'm happy you're drawing. Okay, he needs some lines in his beak. He needs a nose and a mouth, right? So for his beak, you're going to just draw a little smile. And I'm using my brown marker for it, but you can use, if you any darker color. You don't have to use brown, any darker color. So if you made, hey, dude, you're shaking me. Mason, you're shaking the table, which shakes the camera. Sorry, guys. If you were doing a pink nose, you could do like a red color for his mouth. Pretty much whatever color you outlined it with, really, is what I usually do. All right. Put my nose on here. Okay, here comes my favorite part. Are you guys ready? I'm super excited. My beak looks like a worm. Yeah, they look kind of funny when the bird's not all put together, but keep going, Amber. My beak, I think, has been many different things today, and it didn't look like a beak to me, but keep going. I promise it's gonna look like a bird. We're gonna leave it. Our beak and our eyes are done for right now, and we're gonna do my favorite part. This part, not with brown. You're gonna pick out 2 colors, or if you're doing pencil, just use the pencil. It'll be awesome. I actually have an example of my pencil drawing, or my bird with just a pencil. I left it in the other room, so I will have to go get that in just a little bit. I can't explain to you where it is right now, but thank you for the offer. So I'm gonna do pink and purple for my markers, and then I chose blue and green for my crayons. My most favorite part is coming up. Are you ready? Okay, so you're gonna go from like the middle or the top of his nose, okay? You see where I'm putting my thing? Watch first. You're gonna go from the middle, and you're gonna draw up and just flick. You can see that? It's just this little tiny weird line right now. You're going to do that a lot. And then he's going to have all this hair. The trick with this is if you push really hard, make it, if I were doing it on here and I pushed really hard, you're going to have big lines. If I push really hard even with that and I don't like pick it up at the end, it's not going to be like a point at the end, okay? Oops. So you want to use the tip of your marker or your crayon or your pencil, and you're just going to start it at like closer into his nose or his eyes and go out and flick out, okay? And you're doing it lightly. So you're going to flick it and watch his hair grow. All right. This bird makes me happy and it makes me giggle, and that's why I love drawing this bird. It just makes me happy. So I made it thick right here under his eyes. That way you can like kind of hide where you start your lines. You guys see that? You're gonna kind of be able to hide where you're starting your lines. And also, you're going to be coming out to the sides, like that one, and make more hair. So, we're going to keep going up here, though. You don't want to do a ton in your first color. You could have more than 2 colors, though, also. You could have a rainbow bird. I have seen so many cool birds. Not yet. I have seen so many people make so many cool birds, and I love, sorry you guys, my audience in the kitchen is a little noisy. That's okay. So we're gonna go up from here. That's okay. We're gonna go up and make the sides of his beak too. Okay. I also really like to have his hair on top to kind of come down a little bit and go around the side. I make his hair pretty wild. I always say his hair. It could be a girl. It could be whatever. Please stop. Okay. That guy's hair looks super wild. So you're going to keep going around. Now, I often will do like this part up here. Sorry, I'm used to being able to move my paper. If it's hard, like you're at a weird angle, you can turn your paper upside down or to whatever angle you need. Okay? So you're going to come around here. All right, you're going around the top part. I'm going to finish up the top part on this bird with my first color, and I'm going to do the top part on my, you guys were literally just drawing like curved-ish lines out, okay? Don't go down to the neck yet because you're going to it's going to look a little bit different, so don't go down to the neck yet. You're just drawing until you feel like you're happy you're drawing that area, okay? So my bird over here, I'm going to start with some blue in his hair. And again, I'm just going to go up and up and up. And I'm just going to keep giving him hair, okay? I'm going to make this area a little more colored in. Okay. I'm gonna come over here. I can't turn my paper. I guess I'll turn my body. Start crawling the wall, maybe. I don't know, after being in the house for so long and not being able to go do our normal routine, I feel like I'm climbing the walls sometimes. But I really like that we get to do some art together. Kind of gives us some like connection and time to hang out and do art. Hello. All right. So I'm gonna keep going. All right, you guys. So for the neck, you're gonna make some smaller marks. I'm gonna do it on my marker one because I feel like maybe you guys can see that one better. His hair is wild in this. All right. I'm gonna do some smaller marks just under his beak. So it's like his facial hair. And then you kind of want to decide and mark out where your neck is going to be and not go too much past that. Now you don't have to like draw a line because then You don't have to draw a straight line down, right? You're just marking it with little lines for here, for the sides, okay? All right, he has a bulge in his neck there. All right, after that, you're gonna fill it in with lines, okay?
I got it.
Just keep filling in. So you can do some long lines, you can do some short lines. Try to make it so you guys can still see, but be able to draw on it. Hopefully you guys can still see. Remember that you're not pushing super hard and you're not, you guys, this bird is crazy. I'm super excited. I'm even more excited to be able to see your guys' art. I was so happy to be able to see the art that you guys had shared with me on Monday. You guys are amazing artists, and I'm super, super excited to be able to art with you. I wonder what your favorite thing to draw is, or to color, or what do you like to do for art? I fill in my neck for this guy. I really like to paint. I like to use acrylics. And that's one of my favorite mediums because you can cover things up. So if you make a mistake or you change something that you don't like very much, or not change something, you want to change something that you don't really like very much in your picture, it's really easy to cover up with acrylics. You just have to wait for it to dry. So I'm hoping we can do some painting on here too. But I want to make sure that everybody can join us and that it's not just people that are limited to, or that have paint and other people that don't. So make sure we can do it with whatever we've got. All right, you guys, I'm going to pull that closer just a little bit. Mason's got another question here. What's up, Mace?
On the next video, are we able to show our art on the video?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Show our art on this video?
Maybe.
Because I want to make mine rainbow.
Maybe.
And I'm going to show the one that you made.
All right. I'm going to keep going. I'm loving your guys' birds over there. That looks so cool. You're copying me. That's awesome. All right, Mace, make sure that you're not shaking the table, or Jaden, whoever's moving it around. Okay, you guys, we're going to grab the second color. Sorry, I was looking at my markers trying to remember what color I chose. We're going to grab the second color, okay? And you're just going to do the same thing, really. You're going to go over it again and just give some added. It's not going to cover up your other lines very much, okay? It's just going to give it some added pop and color in there. You're just going to go around the whole thing and just add your extra lines. Now, this is a fun art project because you kind of just get to, like, draw lines and it creates something, right? Like, I mean, I guess every art project is like that, but make sure that you're still using your good craftsmanship. Like, you don't want to be super crazy with your lines, right? Have some control over them and make sure he can still see, yeah? Or at least make it purposeful, right? If you want him to not be able to see, then do it that way. But if you're being wild and crazy, you might not get the same results that you wanted, right? All right, you guys. That bird has all of its color on it. I'm going to give my crayon one a little bit more color. We have one more thing on the birds that we're going to add to the eyes. I wonder if you can guess what that might be. Isaiah, don't tell anybody. I know you've done this with me before.
I know it.
Oh, Jaden knows too, but he's not going to say anything.
Hey, Mom, remember that girl that I was doing it with? She might be watching.
That's true. We did these birds when one of my kiddos was at a class. I sat in the waiting room with one of the other kids in the class, his little sister, and Jaden, and the other kid's mom, and I taught Jaden and this little girl, I think she was about 4, how to draw these in a waiting room. It was fun. So our birds have their feathers, their beaks, their eyes. They're just about done, but they need some eyelashes. So you're going to go to the top of I'm going to try and do it. All right. We're going to see how this works, guys, okay? So you're going to go to the top of the eye here, and you're just going to flick up, okay? I'm going to do 3 lines. Oh, look, you weren't even in that camera. Okay. Ready? Go to the top of the eye, and flick up. Okay? Hello. All right. No, Jaden. All right, I'm going to add my eyelashes on here and on here. Okay. Now, your bird's done. If you want to stay on here and do the watercolors with me. Oh, I have a sad face. What's wrong, Kelly? Are you sad because it's done? I'm sorry. We're going to add... Oh, is it sad? Shanola, I'm sorry you're late. But that's okay because the video will still be available and you'll still be able to do it, okay? You just are going to do it a little bit later than everybody for right now, all right? That's okay. I still want you to be able to do it. So it'll still be on there. I'm going to grab my paint, not my paint, because I don't need paint for this because my markers are my paint. So I just have water. I'm using a round brush like that. And I put some water on. And I'm going to just turn my bird feathers. I'm going to do the same motions. If I want my bird to look the same as I drew it, I have to use the same motions when I put the water on. Otherwise, it'll get messy and it'll just be the motions that you do with your brush, right? So we're going to still do those flicking motions. I am going back and forth. That's okay. But you want the same line, curve, and everything. Okay? Now, remember that the colors will only go where you put water. So if you put extra water on there, like I did right here, it's going to go down there and you're going to have color in a little bit different spots. That's okay. You can always do something or do it again. You can make another one. You can just decide that it's all right. Yeah? And keep going. Mason, you're shaking that. Uh-oh. Sorry, you guys. My dog is getting excited over something. All right, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pop off here and be done.
Wait.
You guys can finish adding extra colors. You can finish adding the water. And then please, please, please share your pictures on here. I will share mine and my boys on here as well when we're done. And I can't wait to do art with you again tomorrow. See you later.